What it do? It's your boy BX brother 718 on TV live NBA 2K19 SSBA My League Online Season 6. Got my Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the Washington Bullets. What? I see it. Cool. Mm.
No better way to.
Oh my god, would they get this hosting dude off my thing already, man? I hate that shit, bro. Thank you. Fast as you can.
With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Washington is working their way through a road trip into today's game. And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. Here's Monk. Anthony in the corner. Sinks the triple.
Just so fluid on all his shots. No hesitation from MLO on the catch and shoot.
Teague surveying the D. Wiggins with it. 5 to shoot. Three-pointer, Bell. It's good from long range.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
And Andrew Wiggins, the #1 overall pick back in 14. Great bloodlines, the son of pro athletes. The game just seems to come easy to him.
Damn it, man. Switched to the wrong person.
Here's Love from the arc. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Outside Teague. Towns at the elbow. Over Mahinmi. Here's Bell. And he lays it straight in.
Oh, look at Jordan Bell with the first five points out there.
The ferocity of Bell, it's admirable. He crashes the boards with such an animalistic nature.
Now, here's Monk. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And the three ball is good. And it's 6 points for Carmelo Anthony. You know, Greg, the game comes so easy to Wiggins, but some say he needs to be more assertive, more aggressive. Do you see that?
I mean, high expectations for a player that was taken first overall. The length and athleticism should enable him to impact the game in so many ways, but, you know, his motor doesn't always rev high enough to take advantage.
It's his first trip to the line.
Well, getting to the line at will nowadays. Wiggins wanting to improve his free throw percentage.
Now Monk. Love outside. In the corner, it's Monk. Back to Love. Pass to Anthony. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Teague drives in. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yes.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, just a matter of he needs to be there a split second earlier. Not much room for error when you're setting a screen.
The second chance effort. Rebounded by Bell. Minnesota in the lead. Teague up top. He's been producing a fair amount of offense night in and night out as he's averaging 14 points a game. Here's Towns. And the layup's good off the glass.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation. Something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into it, look out.
Pass to Mahinmi. Love inside. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that one drops.
Well, you like to see Kevin Love operate from there. Yes, he can shoot the three, but he's also a dangerous interior scorer.
Now here's Teague. They lead by 1. It's Bell on the wing. He has 5. 4 on the clock. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Look out below. An airmail special by Cat.
Pass to Love. A 3-ball.
Good
And
defense.
again,
Come on,
Washington with the
man.
triple.
Great
And he
defense.
likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now here's Teague. Tries a 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
But both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
Oh, wide open look for Love. And again, Washington with the triple.
I don't even know why he
Well,
came
he
to help
just keeps
for.
rolling right now. What a terrific quarter for him on the offensive end.
To the paint. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Impressive awareness from Karl Anthony Towns. Dependable at finding teammates with a terrific look there.
Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And here is Teague. Pass to Covington. To the inside. Towns. And Towns throws it down.
A fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Anthony on the wing. Another one falls for Washington.
Well, that kind of assist will make you very popular with your teammates. Kevin Love is adept as a big man at putting it on time and on target.
Now here's Teague. Pass to Covington. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Washington. Trailing by 2. Up top, Mahinmi. Now Anthony, defended by Towns. 6 to shoot. And the dunk by Love.
You know, just so smart. Kevin Love, tricky, crafty, you name it, he's got it in his game.
Teague drives in. Here's Bell. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Bell's got 9 points. So much of being a scorer is finding ways to get open without the ball, Doris, and there are a lot of guys that do that very well in the league right now.
Well, you think back to guys like Ray Allen, who have retired in the last 5 to 6 years. He was one of the all-time bests. You think back to the Detroit Pistons teams and Rip Hamilton. They set the stage for today's generation. Guys like Klay Thompson and Kyle Korver, who are relentless in their motion and sometimes do it randomly. Outside of the context of the offense, they're just, because they've done it so often, the kind of movement they create puts tremendous stress on your defense.
Here's Monk after the made shot from Jeff Teague. And the call will be against Jeff Teague.
But
that's his first foul.
Okay.
Here's Monk. No points in the game yet for him. The kick out to Brown. And again, Washington no good. Timberwolves leading by 4. Teague with the ball. 5 points in the game. Inside. Esteban Lay. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Now Monk. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
And that's true. The officials used to be pretty lenient on those, but not anymore.
Now here's Napier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points. And it's Wiggins missing. To the inside. Now, here's Monk. Back to Anthony. In the corner, it's Monk. Just 5 on the clock. To end the cold streak. And no good that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Over to the wing. It's stolen by Anthony. Love outside. No good from outside.
Well, that's the shot they want. He always has the green light when he's that open. Boy, one miss isn't going to change that.
Rebound, Washington.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's Anthony. Pass to Love. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Love's got 12 points in the game.
He has certainly done his part this period. Just needs to get a little more help from his teammates.
In the corner, Bell with it. Here's Jang. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Washington.
Hey man, just go sit down and
back to Brown. Brown jams it in.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
And here's Napier. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 6 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. On the top of the key. Drained for 2 points. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
And very little defense here to start the game.
Boy, both teams rolling right now on the offensive end. We got a little barn burner cooking.
Now Napier. Following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love. Wiggins outside. On the wing, Wiggins. And the rejection by Mahimi.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And the dunk by Brown.
And you got to appreciate just the presence of mind there. Monk demonstrating solid court awareness by finding the open man.
And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. 34 seconds left to play here in the first. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Well, it's an excellent make, plus the foul, and that's the assertiveness everyone wants to see from the young guy, Wiggins.
But no one around him. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Pass to Jang. From downtown. Kept alive. Here is Bell. With 4 seconds on the clock. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession. It's stolen by Bell. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Timberwolves lead by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
I'll tell you, when you take care of the backboards, good things seem to happen.
Well, I think it's been a priority to hit the glass, no doubt, and using their length and athleticism to perfection on the boards. Gentlemen, this guy goes from good three-point shooter to great when you give him that kind of space.
And here's Anthony for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gorgie Jang, the 21st pick in 2013 out of Louisville. He's more than lived up to that selection.
Well, let's remember, this is a national champion we're talking about. The Louisville Cardinals won it with him anchoring them defensively. He's also shown a nice shooting touch in the mid-range game in the professional leagues. But I think it's his defense that still remains the strength of his game.
Love outside. Got a piece of it. Shoots. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
When a player is cooking, what happens? The aggressiveness turns up. Kevin Love is hunting for shots right now.
Now here's Wiggins. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. 4 on the clock. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, classic example of crowding the shooter, not letting him get comfortable in the mid-range. Okay, now you've got to dial down the intensity a bit, right? That's his 2nd foul, and we still got a ways to go before halftime.
Washington calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. On the wing, Wiggins goes back up. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score.
You know, despite his struggle shooting, they've been successful tonight. He's just not gotten on track.
Here's Bridges, and he banks in the layup. Now just a 2-point Minnesota lead.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
To the middle. Here's Jang. And finished off by Jang.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Just great timing on that play, too, guys. Makes it impossible for the defense to react.
Now, here is Smith. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Wiggins inside the line. Bell's shot is good.
I'll tell you, nothing like having excellent interior position and the athleticism to finish. Jordan Bell, step to the mic, sir.
Here's Smith. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. And so Napier will bring it up for Minnesota. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Now here's Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. Bell. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
Here's Wiggins. Pass to Napier. Now here's Jang. Back to Bell. Over Bridges. That misses off the backboard. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Outside Williams. Here's Bellinelli. In the corner, Smith with it. Back to Bellinelli. But they'll get another chance. Shoots the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Bellinelli's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The three-pointer becomes a very high percentage shot when he's that wide open. You better get a hand in his face.
On the wing, Wiggins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Doris, to try and improve the flow of the games, teams now have fewer timeouts. Players have to be faster about retaking the court after stoppages. I'm assuming you're like me, all good things, right?
I agree, Kevin, and I think what people don't know is the impetus from this actually came from the coaches themselves. Rick Carlisle said, listen, we need to pick up the pace of play because we'd like our games to fit in a certain time frame. And listen, when you've got the leadership at the top in Adam Silver, who always makes clear that game flow is one of his focuses and that this is an entertainment medium and let's please our fans, you're going to make the right choices.
Pass to Towns. Here's the machine. He's guarded by Williams. Williams with the block. Back to Smith. Johnson outside. Down low. It's stolen by T. To the paint. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Yeah, a big change of possession in a tight ball game. We'll see if they've seized the momentum.
Here's Bridges. And
He jumps away from the guy instead of into the guy.
Just rising up with purpose. Allow Bridges to get this kind of positioning. He is going to hammer it home.
Here's the machine. And Teague has it in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Wiggins drives in.
Well, no one rotates over. Andrew Wiggins makes them look silly at the rim.
For three, Smith. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Teague, and it's slammed in by Teague.
Kevin, how about that ability to mix speeds? Teague is so hard to keep up with when he's penetrating.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Johnson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Washington shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And Johnson drops them both. Timberwolves leading by 4. Pass to Teague. Now here's Towns. And the rejection by Mahinmi. Lobbed up there for Love. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's the machine. It's hauled in by Brown. Washington trails by 4. Pass to Love. Rebounded by Covington.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Teague. 7 points in the game. Pass to Towns. Just 4 to shoot. And the wing jumper offline.
Boy, terrific defense to impact the shot, not giving him any space at all.
Love in the post. Brown outside. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Washington calls timeout.
And a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
Here is Love. He's got 14. And it's Brown missing. Timberwolves leading by 4. Outside Teague. Pass to Towns. That's tipped.
Oh.
Well, there's no consistency from the field in this quarter. We'll see if he can get his shot going.
And he makes that
Oh,
run.
man.
Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's how it's done, gentlemen. You don't pass to a player, you pass to a spot. Let your teammate run into it.
Here's Teague, and it's slammed in by Teague.
Oh, my goodness. The vicious dunk by Jeff Teague completes the drive with a big-time attack of the rim.
Now, here's Monk. To the middle. Here's Mahimi. And the rejection by Towns. It's stolen by
Stay in the fucking corner, Covington. Damn.
Love outside. Nice ball movement by Washington. Monk with the ball. Back to Love. For the three. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Pass to Covington. 6 to shoot. And Vonleh has it in the corner. Hits despite the tough D. Vonleh's got the lead up to 6 now for Minnesota. 1:27 left in the first half. Now Monk. Love at the elbow. And he gets the bucket. Love's got 16.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Here's the machine. Back to Teague. Pass to Towns. Clock at 6. Uncovered. And again, it's Minnesota.
Just putting the ball on the deck. Towns so aggressive in everything he does.
Wallace with it. Out to the right wing. Monk. Cans it from downtown. 6 points for him.
You hope that's a wake-up call for the defense, boys, because you give them that clean a look and it's over.
Towns is doubled. Now here's Covington. Towns with the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
So polished, so assertive down low. Karl Anthony Towns comfortable in this area.
And then Monk with the dunk.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Minnesota on top. They lead by 3. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. Timberwolves leading by 3. Outside Teague. Left side Towns. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Karl Anthony Towns, one of the most prolific three-point shooters in the league, at least top 3 amongst all 7-footers. And his three-point percentage elite as well, over 40%.
Boy, he's just been so consistent, right? I mean, every time he's gotten to the stripe, he's delivered. This is great stuff.
Washington calls timeout. And Towns said he'd emulate Kevin Durant as a kid playing on the perimeter at Kentucky. Cal made him play inside, work in the post, and use his size.
So going back to his roots with his three-point shooting, the association experiencing a three-point renaissance, and he really does fit the mold.
Washington trails by 5. Washington calls timeout.
Start it.
Don't waste nothing, man.
Here is Love. Pass to Mahinmi. Johnson outside. Back to Mahinmi. Nice ball movement by Washington. Monk. Rejected by Teague.
Wow, how about the superb extension on the block from Jeff Teague? He just reads his man perfectly, Kevin. You know, guys, when you think about Kevin Love, you have to think about all of the attributes he gives you on the offensive end. He's a knockdown shooter, can hit from anywhere on the floor, but he still knows how to go body to body inside and get an easy bucket, and all of that is critical to what they do.
That one misses. And Love, one of the more versatile players on the offensive end.
Right, Kevin, and it doesn't just end with his shooting and scoring. Kevin Love pressures the glass and will get you extra possessions with great regularity.
Here's Towns. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns is cooking right now, and the defense has nothing for him.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. For Beasley, as most people know, Doris, it's been a wild ride getting here.
It certainly has, Kevin, but the talent was undeniable, right? Let's remember this guy was a former number 2 overall pick. Reality is, though, he had to spend some time in China. He needed an adjustment to both his game and his attitude.
Mahinmi hits them both. And Teague's got the ball here for Minnesota. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Covington. Fires for 3. Kept alive. Tries again. Can't get the layup.
That's simply not aggressive enough. Needs to show grit and determination, and didn't on that one.
Brown outside. Johnson outside. Back to Mahinmi. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Washington shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. That free throw good from Mahinmi. Mahinmi hits them both. Timberwolves leading by 3. 2 minutes gone in this 3rd quarter now. Teague left side. 5 on the clock. But they recover it. And it's slammed in by Teague.
Well, listen, listen, dunking is not just for the bigs, right? How about your point guard, Jeff Teague, finishing with authority? Nice.
Now, here's Monk. 8 points for him. Johnson in the corner. Drains it from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 7. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks. Inside. Near the three-point line, it's Love. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh my God, yo. Can't get no better defense than that.
He's really got a ton of tools at his disposal offensively. We know he can shoot it. We know he can post it, but his off-ball movement has also improved. Love has molded himself into a dynamic scorer.
And with Love and his offensive game, he has even started getting more scores off of cuts.
Yeah, Love has a good sense of timing on when a lane will open up, and often will get matched up with a defender that just isn't as quick as he is. And when everything is clicking for him, he can light it up in a quarter, as we've seen in the past.
Here's Monk, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Off target with his 3.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And stolen by Jeff Teague. Towns with it. Now guarded by Monk. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
How about Karl Anthony Towns, guys? At the age of 11, guess how tall he was? 6'3". So it was his goal to develop a complete skill set all the way back then. Boy, how about that? Ahead of the game in terms of the NBA.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Good on the three-point shot.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Pass to Covington. Here's the 3. Kept alive, Minnesota. Back to Teague. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. Good D from Love. And talk about the mindset nowadays. Kids like Towns growing up not content to just play in the paint.
That's exactly right, Kevin. His father would divide their workouts into 2 halves. The first was face-up, dribbling, perimeter shooting. The second half of that workout, the interior, footwork, mic and drills, finishing over either shoulder. Boy, that's a pretty smart dad.
Now Teague. After Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. And the rejection by Mahinmi. They get it back. And Michael Beasley picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's the machine. The tray. Love grabs the board. Kicks it out to Johnson. Banked in off the glass. Johnson's got 9 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And Teague, here we go. Covington wide open, he fires. Hits it from three-point range.
This is exactly what you hope for from your point guard, Jeff Teague, unselfishly pulling all the right strings.
Now, here's Monk. 11 points in the game. Love outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Love's got 21.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a three on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
Here's Teague. 13 points in the game. Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pass to Love. And here's Mahimi. Love right side. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Boy, not enough scoring in his step on the way to the cup. He actually short arms that layup.
Here's the machine. Some solid defense from Brown. Washington trails by 3. For 3, Love. Love with another miss.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboard.
You know, and a lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the carom.
And it's blocked by Brown. Pass to Monk. Johnson with it. Picked up by Teague. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here is Mahimi. And it's Mahimi finishing it off.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Here's the machine. Back to Teague. 6 on the shot clock. Over Monk. Teague can't hit. Over in the corner, Brown. And the dunk by Brown.
Well, how about the leaping ability of Jaylen Brown? Soars high for the rim-rocking slam. Go to work, young man.
Now here's Teague. He's got 13. Over Monk. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Boy, just enough defensive attention to throw that shot off target.
It's Brown with the drive. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you've got to appreciate the athleticism of Jaylen Brown. This guy's a quick penetrator who forces defenses to get physical with him, Kevin.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Now here's Napier. He's got 5. Wiggins outside. From the arc. That shot is off. And it's Washington the other way. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. And that concludes this long 6-game road trip. Pass to Monk. And here's Love from the arc. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Washington calls timeout.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Washington making some changes. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Well, off the pick and pop and pick and roll, Zhang's improvement has been dramatic. Bounce pass, Smith.
Anthony down low. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Yeah, with the score this close, guys, I am shocked at the lack of defensive aggressiveness. That has to be shored up.
Back to Jang. Good, and it's with the assist that time. Jang's got it all tied up now for Minnesota. 1:22 left in the third. And here's Smith. Outside Williams. Clock at 6. Pass to Anthony. And stolen by Napier. Here's the break. From downtown. No good on that one. And Washington the other way now. Outside Anthony. In the corner, it's Bridges. Anthony down low. Wiggins with the rebound. Minnesota with the ball. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Oh, damn, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Washington trailing. Pass to Anthony. And Gorgie Jang is going to pick up the foul.
I don't want you to foul him, bro.
And the bonus will go to the
I want you to hold up. That's it, man.
For Washington, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
You know, that's an interesting point about Carmelo, one of the most prolific free throw shooters in the history of the game. Spends a lot of time at the stripe.
Wiggins outside. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
I'll tell you, good or not, that isn't a shot they'll want him to take again.
Here's Bridges.
No, he
It's
made it.
good, the assist that time from Smith.
Fucking contest was so slow.
For Miles Bridges. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for Minnesota. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll return shortly. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Washington. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. Free throw good, Smith. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Wiggins with it. Pass to Layman. Floats it up for Wiggins. 6 to shoot. It's tipped. It's tipped. Now here's Anthony. On the wing, Bellinelli. Anthony down low. Over Bell. Anthony's shot is off. Napier feeling it out a bit. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Smith on the wing. Williams gets the bucket. And Washington leads by 2.
Not easy trying to compete with the toughness of Williams, especially when he's near the rim.
Pass to Layman. Back to Napier. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one. Napier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Bellinelli gets the bucket.
Yeah, and Bellinelli, very creative, has that ability to get into the heart of the defense.
Now here's Napier. Pass to Wiggins. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
Here's Smith. In the corner, it's Bellinelli. Out to Smith. Now Anthony. Shot clock at 6.
Boy, too much traffic in the lane. Very difficult finish with the defense draped all over him.
On the wing, Wiggins.
Wiggins, that was supposed to be you right there, boy.
Smith outside. And it's Smith finishing it off.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Yeah, he's rising to the occasion as you're trying to keep pace on the scoreboard.
Outside, Williams. On the wing, Bellinelli. Anthony with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Hangs in the air. The shot by Bellinelli. No good. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Now, here is Bell. Nice move. Doris, with Jordan Bell comes a highlight reel dunk waiting to happen.
You never know what could happen in transition with the tremendously athletic Jordan Bell. This guy's a high flyer, big-time fan favorite, and I love that despite the flash in his game, this guy is a grounded, high-character individual. That will sting a little bit, failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
Got a piece of it. Down low. And finished off by Jang.
Wow, big-time size, speed, power combination from Gorgui Zhang. Wow.
Here's Bridges. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play.
How about the balance and focus? Knock Bridges around all you want, but he is determined to score.
And that one falls for Bridges. You know, watching Miles Bridges, he just brings so much energy to the team.
High motor guy, very aggressive, a bit of a tweener, which in a positionless world could be a good thing. Explosive, strong, athletic. I think his best basketball is ahead of him.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. And that'll be his third foul so far. It's Brown with the try.
Why you
The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's on Jeff Teague.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And that one misses.
How exciting is Jaylen Brown as a basketball player? This guy is a skilled forward who loves showing off that ability to dunk the basketball.
Here's Lehman. Shot clock at 5. To the inside. From down in the low post, it goes. 22 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, the body control of Karl Anthony Towns, just a terrific job to take the hit.
Here's Monk. And here is Bridges. Out to Anthony. It's deflected. They recover it. And it's slammed in by Bridges. And Teague's got the ball here for Minnesota. It's stolen by Monk. And here we go. Washington fast break. And it's Mahinmi finishing it off.
And that's enormous, guys. With time
right,
winding
wait,
down, goes for the steal and then off to the races.
Minnesota making a switch here. Mahinmi no good on the free throw. Teague with the ball. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Washington calls timeout.
And guys, you know, you never run out of things that you can improve upon.
I think, Greg, it's important to keep that hunger, right? You're always striving to get better and to change things up.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during that break, Kevin, I heard what Scott Brooks said to his team. He told his team to keep looking for those perimeter shots. He said their defense is not respecting us, so let's keep shooting until they come out on us, guys.
Thank you, David.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
You know, it's an invaluable asset to have. He's as tenacious down there as anyone. And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Both free throws good from Kevin Love.
And what I love about Mr. Love is that he's become an absolute workhorse, a guy who accepts his role and gives everything to that role on a nightly basis. Absolutely love the adjustments he's made over the course of his career.
And it's blocked by Brown. Anthony drives in. Rebound, Minnesota.
Boy, what a tough night. Imagine what their lead would be if he were having a better night from the field.
Teague for 3. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound.
He had a make from downtown in the first half, but no threes since then.
Pass to Brown. And here's Love.
Oh, what are these guys doing with their help defense? Shit is killing me.
One is on Towns.
Oh, guys, how good is
Fucking run to the other side of the court, Towns.
to finish and score it.
Carmelo Anthony, one of the most formidable scorers ever. Top 20 in points all time in NBA history.
Now here's Covington. Just 5 on the clock. It's to Vonleh. Here's Towns. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
And when you think about Melo's scoring back to the basket, facing up, so versatile as a scorer.
A combination of strength, quickness, and touch. That
Oh, this is game over.
See, he can go around
Crazy, yo.
or shoot it right over you.
This is why you can't lose sight of Kevin Love even for a millisecond. He's an absolute sniper from deep.
Back to Vonleh. To the paint. Looking to end the run. And Towns gets it to go.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Free throw drops for Monk. And so he makes both from the line.
And Monk is an interesting player, a combo guard with fantastic scoring potential, quick on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Teague. Inside. Towns. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Towns has got 16 here in the second half. Washington leading now by 5. Pass to Love. And Love throws it down.
Incredibly reliable as a scorer. He's always looking for ways to help the team succeed. It's happening again tonight.
Here's Covington. Outside, Towns. Back to Covington. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
No. Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Free throw drops for Monk. Minnesota making a switch here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Minnesota trails by 7. Outside Teague. Three-pointer on the way. Pass to Towns. Down low. 6 on the shot clock. Covington's shot is off. And it's Anthony with the ball for Washington. And Love has it in the corner. Back to Anthony. Fires from deep. Unable to get that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Now here's Towns. Outside Teague. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
And Towns drops them both.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Washington leading now by 5. .103 left in the fourth. Now Monk. That shot off the mark. Towns with the defensive effort. Wiggins left side. Pass to Towns. Now here is Bell. Guarded by Mahimi. Back to Towns. Towns is doubled. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now here's Monk. For 3. It's rebounded by Towns. To the middle. Here's Wiggins. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, what a quick move. Wiggins able to draw the contact. Defender completely off balance.
And so it's Washington.
Hey, good game, J-Bone.